So for doing 1-point perspective boxes, you'll need to start with what's called a horizon line and a vanishing point. Okay, so vanishing point and horizon line, you need to know these words when you're doing perspective. You can practice doing 3 different boxes, and I would like to see there be one box above the horizon line, and always using a ruler when drawing in perspective. No freehand lines, please. They should all be with a ruler and nice and straight. One box above the horizon line, and then one box that will go right on the horizon line, right through the middle of the horizon line. And I'm also trying to make these square as much as possible. And then a third box below the horizon line. So when we're drawing in perspective, we're trying to make our image look 3-dimensional. So how we do that is everything needs to line up with the vanishing point. So when we are experiencing the world and we are looking, say, for example, out towards the mountains, say there would be mountains back here, right? We know that the mountains are not smaller than us. Yet if we held out our fingers, we could fit the mountains in between our fingers, right? And that's because of the rules of perspective. Everything that is further into the distance gets smaller and also more blurry, and everything that is closer to us in the foreground becomes clearer and larger, okay? So those are the main rules of perspective. So in order to make things look like they are 3-dimensional, we use our ruler to line up with the vanishing point. So if we want to get this top box to look like it's in perspective, we would line up each corner with the vanishing point and then draw a line. If it comes through to be, behind one of the boxes I've already drawn, I just stop. And again, I'm always using my ruler and always lining it up with the vanishing point. Now, because this line didn't go all the way through, I could keep going, but I'm going to show you later how I'll erase some of my lines because I don't need to keep all of the lines. The box in the middle, because it's right on the center of the horizon line, will only have 2 of these sides lining up with the vanishing point. Because if you could see here, these lines would go behind the box and we would not see them. The bottom will have 3 corners, just like the top, lining up with the vanishing point. And then again, this is going through that middle box, I just skip over it, and it's starting to look 3-dimensional. Now, I don't want to keep all of these lines. I want them just to look like 3-dimensional boxes. So I'm going to draw some lines that are horizontal and parallel to the horizon line to finish off these boxes. So I'm doing one horizontally and one vertically that lines up with it. And in the center box, I will just do a vertical line. And on the bottom, I can do a horizontal and vertical line. And now I have all of these extra lines here that I don't need. So I can go in and erase my vanishing lines, is what they're called. So the lines that go to the vanishing point are called vanishing lines. So I don't need all of those anymore. So I can erase them so that all I see are my boxes in 3 dimensions. And if I've lost some of my lines there, I can go back and just clean them up a little bit so I can see them more clearly. And I can even erase the horizon line that's going through my center box as well. So then you'll have 3 boxes in perspective that look 3-dimensional. So that will be your first exercise.